Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to Secret Squirrel Games. I'm your host, Secret Squirrel, of course. Pardon me, I have just a little bit of a bite of food still in my mouth. Anyway, as the logo says, right over here on the right side of the screen, Secret Squirrel Games. That is the same logo you would see not only here on twitch.tv/Secret Squirrel Games, all one word, which is the live stream channel, of course, but you will see that same logo over on YouTube as Secret Squirrel Games. 3 separate words, and you can come on over there anytime you want and see any of the videos that I make. Oh, what do they got? A coin sale going on? Is that what the dot is supposed to make? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, it looks like half price or whatever, which is a good offer. I just don't buy the coins directly. I buy seasons instead and then get all kinds of stuff from that. But yeah, you can come on over to YouTube after the fact and see any of my videos later on, or catch up on any of my live stream they're all made into videos as well, so they're reviewable later on after the fact anytime my Aurora is ready. And then also, if you're watching this on YouTube already, then you are one of the few, because I don't have a whole lot of viewership on YouTube, but if you are, when you can come on over to twitch.tv/Secret Squirrel Games and hit a follow over here on twitch.tv, and you will get notified when I go live with this game, Crossout, or any other for that matter. Play a lot of post-apocalyptic themed games, but that's not all I play. I mean, I played various other games too. I've got the fantasy RPG going on Saturdays right now with Baldur's Gate 3 early access, but I do have Kenshi and Crossout lately that are post-apocalyptic. I'm gonna be doing some Valheim, I think. I've been mentioning it for a long time. I just need to find a good time slot to be able to get in there and start it. I got several other games waiting in the wings that I want to play. I just haven't gotten to them yet. It's very difficult when you're also trying to, do life. So anyway, what we're gonna do is our daily and weekly challenges as usual, because we are here on Friday right now, and so a lot of our weekly challenges have already been accomplished or have progress toward them. Like this one, I only need 5 more hard raids with copper as the reward, so I'll do 3 of those today. Since hard raids cost 60 fuel each, I'll do 3 of those. That'll be 180 fuel. That'll use up almost our whole tank, and then the last 20 fuel I'll just use on an easy raid or something for a goof. We're going to end up completing these 42 daily challenges today, because we're only 4 shy right now. And there is, so we will get the miner's container is what I'm saying. On that, yeah. So I guess this is a 1-day sale for this 50% off on the coins. I'm not, like I said, I'm not the kind of guy who buys the coins directly. I buy the season instead, and I get plenty of coins from that. But, we're going to do the normal daily challenges first. Those will be machine guns, so that's good. That's great. That's easy. We'll do those at low power score patrol missions, winning 2 battles and missions, using machine guns, rapid fire machine guns, miniguns, or combat lasers. And let's see, our seasonal challenges, our latter half of the week challenges are already taken care of. We do have our daily challenges to take care of. That'll get us another 2,500 total experience toward the seasonal event by the time those are all done in just a little bit. And that'll put us another level and get us another 20 coins. So that's good. The coins just keep stacking up. We're all happy with that, of course. We'll replay our mission here. We've already done our 20 cider group quests in the Awakening area. So it looks like it may not be that long a stream, if things go well and all that stuff, it should be relatively short. Buy or sell an item on the market, that's not a problem. We'll probably go with, it's either going to be wires or fuel. Wires they've calmed down a little bit, it looks like, on the price. They had gone, yeah, see? Like in the last 24 hours, they're dropping back down. They had gone a little crazy, gotten up here, to the, 770s and stuff like that, which is getting a little nuts, but at least they're starting to kind of calm back down. We can get them back down to something reasonable. They should be around 6, 8 to 7. this is still a little high, some of this, but, you know, I wouldn't even say 6.8 to 7. Yeah, I mean, it says price fluctuations, 657 to 7. So, yeah, so, yeah, I would say they generally should be at least, you know, 6.8, 6.9, 7, somewhere around there. When they were running 770 and stuff, I was not very happy with that. But at least they're averaging now a lot of offers in the 704 and things like that range. So that's reasonable. Now, let's see what fuel is costing right now as well. Ooh, that's a pretty good price, $5.98. That is good. See, that price is, look at that, price has spiked up too for a little while there. But it's come back down, yeah, because they were starting to ask for 6.5. Please, are you kidding me? Yeah, the prices should be somewhere around, you know, 5.8 or so, 5.8 to 5.9. So that's not too bad either. So I could buy either one of those and be plenty happy. Because I buy my fuel, you know, nowadays. I used to grind for it like a lot of folks, but I was like, you know what? Let's not bother with that. You know, let's just not bother with it. All right, so let's split the difference. 5.98, 5.888. Let's say 5.8, 5.93. Yeah, why not? We'll go 5.93. We'll split the difference. See if anybody bites. Yeah, why not? If anybody's willing to do it, then... Oh, there you go. Done. Already done. Somebody already bit. So the buy or sell an item on the market daily challenge is out of the way. We are at 39 of 42 for that miner's container as we speak. We're going to go ahead and do the machine gun missions. Low power score patrol. Knock those out real quick and easy. That should be no issue. What I'm going to look at doing is getting another blueprint slot. You know, I've only got 6 out of a possible 32. If I were to add a blueprint slot, I could try to craft one, or I could go to the market. Let's go to the market. Let's see what that... Oof. All right, so they're up there. 250, 260, 277. What about crafting? I got plenty of options to craft them as well, right? Or no, they only come from Laboratory 51. I don't remember. I thought different. Is that this one? Yeah, Laboratory 51. Or is it only asking about your current? Yeah, so you can get them from any of the top 3, I guess. Is that right? Is that what we're looking at? Yeah, because that doesn't do it. I know engineers doesn't do it. I don't believe, right? Engineers doesn't have it. So if we looked at, oh no, I didn't mean to hit that. Oh no, all of them. All right, so are they all the same? 100 scrap, 200 electronics, 500 copper, 200 batteries. Are they all the same? 100, 200, 500, 200, yeah. And then scavengers, 1, 2, 5, 2, yeah. But any one of the factions, in other words, 1, 2, 5, 2, yep, are all the same from the looks of things. But you can buy, so whichever one's your current active faction, without having to change, you can buy blueprint storage. But that's what it's going to cost to do it. Which then makes me calculate this up. All right, now I got to calculate it up. I got to find out, is this economical? What's the deal here? All right, we're going to calculate it. So, and it's easy. They're in hundreds, so it's real simple. 100 scrap. We got 200 electronics. That's pricey a little bit. Yeah. We got 500 copper. That's nothing. And we have 200 batteries. But then we also have, and here's the important thing, 75 coins on top of that. So that's going to add 75. All right, so now if I went to, see 100 electronics is going for 53 right now, right? And this is 200, so this is 106. So, And normally it's about 55 actually, so that's pretty low for electronics. So in fact, I'll calculate off the normal that I see. So 110, in other words, would be twice 55, whereas copper's nothing. Yeah, copper, buy 100 of that for 222. You need 500, so it's like 10. It's like 11. It's basically 11 coins or whatever. It's nothing, right? No, what am I saying? Yeah, 500. Yeah. 2220, so it's 1110. Yep. Batteries. You buy 10 for 174, and this requires. Wow, those are cheap as well. 10. It's 10. So 1740 will get you 100. This is 2 of them, so 3480. So let's just say 35. And then scrap, it only needs 100 scrap. So that's 469. So we'll just say whatever. We'll just say 5. Whatever, because we're just adding it up as simple digits here, whatever. So we're looking at 40, 51, 110 is 161 and 75. It only 161 and 75, excuse me. Yeah, 166 and 236 is what it's running. 236. But it's costing 277. Ah. No, that's way no. Like for real. Yeah, see, I mean, even here where it was 260, it only costs 236 right now to make it. So let's make it. Let's save ourselves some money. Let's do that. So if I offer up to buy, and what was the price I was saying for batteries? 35. Yeah, so 1740. Yep. So let's just buy. We need 10 of these, right? No, how many do we need? We only need 200, so we need 20 of these because these are times 10. We'll go to 20. I mean, I have some, but still. That way I'll just put myself right back at it. No, did I just cancel? Or no, I ordered it. I bought how many of these things? Alright, I still got 14 orders out there. And it's asking, oh, that's not it. And it's asking, that was batteries? Yeah. It's asking 175, and I put in orders for 174. Oh, I'll just pay the 175. I don't care. I mean, if I have to, whatever. Oh, now I got 9 orders left. I bought more. Okay. Whatever. It'll buy it. They'll take it. They'll take it. In the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and buy myself or craft myself a new blueprint storage slot. I think so. I might wait till tomorrow though, because today today was buy or sell an item on the workbench, right? Yeah, on the market, I mean. So tomorrow's craft any item. So tomorrow I will craft a new blueprint slot. Why not, right? Yeah, you make like 30 coins based on that calculation I just did. Yeah, it's like a 30 coin profit. I mean, for real. And then what does that say on Or does it say? Like, no, it doesn't. All right, so like if I went in here, is it still buying them? It is still buying them. See, I've only got 2 orders left. All right, so let's say blueprint storage. It's saying profit of 3. Now you're making like 25. Well, yeah, you're making like 25 of them or something. 25, not 3. Based on the calculations that I just did as far as crafting. Now, it's saying profit of 3 for buying and then selling, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. All I know is that I now have a lot more batteries. I just got myself 200 more batteries. So, which was enough to do the blueprint crafting on its own. And then I had 145 before it, so now I'm up to 345. So we're good. We're fine. We're fine as far as that's concerned. That's good. Tomorrow, I will craft another blueprint. That's my plan. When the daily challenge is to craft another blueprint. Or not craft another blueprint. To craft any item on any workbench. That kind of thing. Alright, so again though, missions, machine guns. Let's go knock that out. We got the right vehicle already assigned in here. We're going to go ahead and knock those out nice and quick. Nice and quick. Let's get at it. Let's get at it. Come on, cue me up. I'm going to go blow some cars up. It's Friday. I mean, am I right, people? I didn't eat lunch, so I apologize for eating, but I gotta get a little something. That's one. That's one down. Not too bad. Nothing difficult about that. Got a couple of badges, which is always good. We need those for those seasonal daily challenge. Earn 2 patches. That's exactly what we needed to move on to the next one. Just having a little bit of rotisserie chicken breast deli meat and some extra sharp cheddar cheese squares. Washing it down with a Diet Dr. Pepper. Always a good deal. It's like a sandwich without the condiments or the bread. But it's basically a sandwich otherwise. Chicken and cheese. Let's do it. Cue me up. Let's go. Ah. That is a oddly designed vehicle. It's got a front machine gun and a auger in the front, and then or not auger, a couple of bores, excuse me, and then a cooler up top. He is a likewise oddly designed. So we've accomplished the win 2 battles and missions. Win 2 battles and missions are raids using machine gun, rapid fire, machine gun, minigun, or combat laser. They've been replaced now by win 3 battles and missions. Win 3 battles and missions or raids using machine gun, rapid fire, machine gun, minigun, or combat laser. And because we accomplished those, we completed the 42 daily challenge, weekly challenge, and got ourselves a miner container, which we can throw on the market if we'd like. Or you know what? I'll wait till day after tomorrow when it says buy or sell an item on the market, and I will sell that. I don't plan on opening it. I don't need blue items, and I rarely get any purple or anything out of it. Or I've only got a couple, and I definitely did not get any coins. I've never gotten the coins, so if it were going to give me the coins, the 200 coins, I'd be down. There we go. I like it. What are we doing? 13th level already, or 13th level with Dawn's Children, 12th level on the co-driver. That's good. Keep that co-driver experience coming. I'm gonna need it anytime I do the energy weapons. Gonna need Jade's help whenever I use a. You know what? That's the other thing I need to check. I need to check if they're still losing their damn minds with the triggers. Yeah, they're still losing their minds. I bought mine for like 400 or something like that. Let me look at my history. Yeah, I know. There's a bunch of batteries. Well, here, I'll have to look at it after. I want to see what the prices were for the triggers. I wish you could. I didn't notice a search box, but that would be nice if you could do a search through your history to specifically see how much you paid for certain items and when it was you bought them and things like that. There we go. Ah, no badges on that one. Damn it. So how are we on the badge thing? We've only gotten one of them out of the way. Arrgh. We need to do better than that. We only have one more. Don't worry, we'll get some during raids too. Don't get me wrong, but still. Market. Where was I? History. See, there's no way to search. I wish there was a way to search. Oh, but it does allow you to, okay, stay on the same page at least, so that's good. Bunch of fuel, bunch of fuel. Bunch of fuel. Mainly just fuel. I buy fuel whenever there's a premium, then I'll buy fuel. Whenever they give you a premium subscription, fuel. Yeah, so I can keep on doing hard raids with electronics as the reward, or normal raids with plastic as the reward. Either one is profitable. It seemed like they were running about the same amount of profit, basically, each one, actually. Of course, normal raids, you have less likelihood of needing to use a repair kit, though. Boom. Finish that dude. Ah! Yeah. There we go. Done with that part. Alright. Took care of all that stuff. We can move on back to raid time. What did that say? Yeah, it's fine. That raid doesn't have a specific code driver to it, so see, energy does. That looks alright, right? I mean, my builds don't generally look that great anyway, so I don't think so. But it looks okay. Here, let's do that anyway. What do you mean I'm missing several parts? Oh, yeah. I'm missing that one part. The synthesis. Yeah, you know what? Let me do that then. Let me go ahead and assemble this. Yeah, without the synthesis. Because now I would go and put the Aurora on there and replace it. And paint it, of course. I might want to put. Is there? I'm at total parts 80. I might want to put something around this Aurora to protect it. Is there a piece somewhere that I'm thinking I could just do without? I guess this thing. the stranglehold on the front. Yeah, that would give me the option of doing a fender protector. Maybe one of these. Is that able to do it? No, it's not even able to do it, huh? What if I move... So, can I move the Aurora back? I can't, can I? No. Is it because of the location of these? Or is it because of the location of the other parts? I can move it back one notch. There you go. And that's not enough to get this in front of it. Ah. And there's no mounting points. Here, let me hit F. Yeah, there's no mounting points in front of it either. So, because of the slope of the roof. Yeah. So my only option really there is put that back. Put that back. That back, I guess. Don't have this. And in which case I might as well go back to what I had. And put the thing. The... whatchamacallit. Where is it? This thing. Stranglehold. Actually, you know what? Screw Stranglehold. Let's get something else more powerful up there. That's not. That's more powerful at least than Stranglehold. Stranglehold's only like 2.5. Yeah. I could put a large thorn, but that's not going to look right. I don't think. Well, maybe. Maybe. Oh no, it's only got. It's only no. That's large. Just too big. It's too big. Yeah, it's only got to be one thin one. So, well, this is a 5. It's not too bad. Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? Yeah, I guess that maybe. And if I just, of course, paint again. Ah. Now you can't even see it, but it's there. Yeah, I mean, that'll add a little bit in case something does come up, just, you know, it doesn't stick out further than the train plow, but if something hits the train plow and sticks anything over, it'll also get hit by that. But at least now I have the Aurora as well up on here with the triggers. So now, let's test drive this bad boy. Actually, let's switch. Ow, I don't want to test drive it yet. Let's switch the Aurora to be with the shotgun. So it's a constant hold. It's a constant hold weapon. not horrible. That's not horrible. Alright, so we're gonna replace the energy blueprint with that one. Hey, what's going on, Trader? Happy Friday to you, man. I know you said you were ready for the weekend yesterday, so I'm glad it finally came about for you, basically, right? Or real close, at least. It's almost there for you, man. Alright, hold on. Who else? How many I got here? 2? Okay, that's fine. I'll go get them. So were you able to see any of what I had built so far on that plateau in Kinshi when I aired it? Well, we had a big attack right at the end of the stream, too. The samurai, they sent a whole big detachment to basically, see, they're mad that we're not paying taxes now, that we told them, I told them to eat shit. I told them to eat shit. That was one of the options. You know, they said something about, oh, pay your taxes or whatever, are you gonna pay? There's a fee now and all this stuff, too, for dispatching the last tax evasion enforcement force, and I told them, nah, you know, we're not gonna, not only are we not gonna pay, but eat shit. And they weren't happy, so they sent you know, another evasion enforcement group, and yeah, well, the taxman is a samurai. The taxman is a samurai sergeant. He comes with a small patrol. You know, like there were like 5 of them. And he's like, well, I'll be reporting this. I said, actually, no, you won't. But it doesn't matter, because even though there's no radios in the game, somehow, immediately, you know, when I told them to eat shit, they knew that I must have told them to eat shit, because it already said that the, you know, the tax evasion enforcement group was going to be dispatched in a couple of days or whatever. But before the taxman and his little crew left, I said, not only you're not going to eat, not only eat shit, but taste the steel of our blades. And we cut them all down, chopped them all down. And then the evasion enforcement group came, tax evasion enforcement group, and we chopped them all down too. Yeah. And then we chased them toward the city, because a bunch of them were trying to flee to get back to the city after we had chopped them down and taken all their armor and weapons and stuff off of them. When they became conscious, they kept trying to rescue their leader, their samurai sergeant, and so we chased them down. We got close enough to the city that the city kept dispatching all kinds of samurai. It was a big fight. But we really didn't. It wasn't that bad. We were doing really well, actually, but I went ahead and pulled us out of there because more just kept appearing, and I was like, it's only a matter of time. They're gonna whittle us down, you know. And when my top medic dropped, I was like, you know, once she went down, I was like, okay, we're gonna go ahead and pull out of here, pick her up and pull out of here, because, you know, she was gonna, you know, keep everybody up and all that stuff but, you know, we kept fighting a bunch of samurai and everything, so, what am I doing? I'm doing copper, right? Yeah, I'm doing copper. Alright, well, perimeter defense, fire starters, crater. Got it. Yeah, so, no, it was good, though. It was a good bunch of fighting. It helped, you know, toughen up a bunch of our guys. One guy did lose a limb, but it's not a big deal. We had a bunch of extra limbs in storage because of extra skeleton limbs, you know, because way back when I had Sego sneak into the Robot City, the Black Desert City robotic shop, and burglarized the place, and he had stolen a bunch of real high quality limbs and stuff. So it worked out real well. Yeah, we did. So so it worked out real well because the guy lost a limb, and the guy it was a relatively new recruit, not named after a viewer or anything, just a dude in the game, and he was a bug man also, and he I mean, he was just a farmer and such or whatever is all he was being, but he was going to be a crossbow guy is what I was going to groom him to be, and since he lost his left arm, it worked out real well because I equipped him with a skeleton crossbow, or a skeleton left arm that gives bonuses to crossbow. It's called a steady arm or something like that, I think, or whatever it is. Masterwork steady arm or specialist level steady arm or something like that. So it gave him a bonus to his crossbow. So I'm like, well, that actually turns out better. He's better with his crossbow now than he was, so... So I was happy with that. But yeah, it was cool. It was I was concerned because I had seen a different time when the tax evasion enforcement group had been a really large group of samurai, and I was like, oh man, I don't know if we could take that many. You know, there were a lot. You know, there were like 40 of them or something like that, and you know, I was like, man, we are way outnumbered. But it turned out okay, because this group was not anywhere near as big as that, so they were like half that size. So actually, I honestly thought that it was only half the tax evasion enforcement group. I honestly thought that that they were going to have more coming, and it did not turn out that way. No, it was just half of them, and they hadn't, I guess, activated yet. Like they get to our gate, and then they have a script, you know, that they say and all this kind of stuff or whatever. And I guess it hadn't triggered exactly yet, so they were just standing at our gate. And I was like, well, I thought maybe they were waiting for the other half of the group to arrive. And I was like, well, I'm not waiting for the other half then. If only half of them are here, well, then that's who we're fighting. Because if it comes down to, like, wait for the other half to be here, then we'll be outnumbered. And I'm like, no, I'm gonna your mistake for showing up with half your force, you know? So that's the group that we wiped out, and then we went chasing after all the way up to the city and stuff like that, you know? So but I avoided another group. They sent an assault force. The United Cities sent an assault force this morning. I was prepping some stuff, and all I did was avoid it. I was like, nah, I'm not doing it. Now, it was a large group. It was definitely a large group of samurai. But I was like, nah, you know what? We're not going to do it. I'm just going to go ahead and go back to the way station and wait this out. And that's exactly what I did. And let them do their thing, and then they departed, and eventually, and all was good. We're at the way station right now, training up some people before, but we'll go back. We built up some things. Yeah, it is until so right now we're in United Cities territory. That's why. Okay. The thing is, because we're between two United Cities area or whatever in the area and stuff like that, which are Clown Steady and Drifters Last. But there's going to come a point where we're going to take over Clown Steady and Drifters Last, the cities. And then that won't be United Cities territory anymore. That's the first target, United Cities. It's going to be... you don't get to pick just one faction sometimes, though, because a lot of times these factions are allied with other factions. So while I say United Cities, what I also mean by that is we're going to be also fighting the slave traders, because they're in league with them. I'm not sure how it's going to hurt us with the Traders Guild, the regular Traders Guild, though, because they're also in league with them. But, you know, hopefully it won't be that bad with them. But yeah, the United Cities is the primary initial target. But yeah, the place is coming together, though, you know, up on the plateau. It is starting to come together. It's nowhere near done yet, but it is starting to come together. We got a little bit of basic industry started, so now we don't have to, some of our basic building materials that we need or whatever, we don't have to go to town to purchase, for example, because we make our own now, finally. So that's helpful. He seemed like he was paying attention a little bit. Yeah, well, I mean, hovers have a tendency of looking that way anyway. You know, if you... just because of the way that they, you know, they're gliding everywhere and such, so... What's going on, Buttercat? How you doing, man? Yeah, I mean, they're faster. I mean, well, I don't know about faster, but they're fast. Ah, that hurt. That hurts too. Yep, and that hurts like that bad. What's going on, Black Belt? Where am I? Lost again, are you? You probably meant to be on somebody else's stream, right? I get it. I'm sure half of anybody who comes to my stream, it's probably here by accident anyway. Ah. Damn fuse. Alright.
Well done, guys.
See? He topped me by 43 points. It's anybody's game when it's you know, when it's retro time. I like it. I prefer it when there's like, I don't care about you know, beating them as far as ranking and stuff like that or whatever necessarily, except for the fact that, you know, for the like when you're doing it for premium and you're getting resources, then I do, because just because I want the higher ranking and the higher score because I want the resources, you know. But otherwise I'm not so concerned about it. But it is fun when there's like 4 of you that are all double retro builds. It makes that, you know, it makes that a short raid. Oh, see? Now this one is kind of timed, so it's not going to be any shorter necessarily. Damn it. My finger slipped off the thing. Alright. So we got 3 of us, at least, are double retros. All I saw were retro rounds, so I didn't look at the... Oh, well, that guy's got incinerators or whatever it is, too, so... Oh, pork, I mean. Hey, but that's a nice combo, too. I like that. In combination with the retro rounds. Oh, losing some frames. Whee! Yeah, it's good. Yeah. Oh, well, I got... Oh, get off of me. There's one back there still. I was like, they gotta get him, I'm sure. All right. Nice, 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 nice. Yeah, this porcupine dude is... He is getting a lot of points, I'm sure. I should probably get some ammo. why I fired that round. Found the trot, or the whatever. Here's the trot. Found it. Let's go. Minute and a half left of this. So that's the thing, is it's a timed one, so you can't really accelerate it by having a bunch of, you know, retchers and stuff like that. But the crater one was fast with all of us. When 4 of us were double retchers, oh man, it was glorious. It was such beautiful wreckage. It was crazy. So he's probably going to get more points than me also this time, just because he's staged himself over there by the, you know, near the spawns and stuff like that. But, whatever. Thirty more seconds. Here they come. Two, one. Truck's way over here, fellas. Alright, they're gonna get the guys in the middle. It's because sometimes they spawn out here and sometimes they spawn there, so. Alright. I'll get these ones in. Or this one. That was easy. Just the one. I'm gonna go after all the ads over here instead. Damn, I was wondering how long that fuse was gonna take. Come get that boss man now. Yeah, I beat him out that time by, like, what, 37? So. We get one more of these because we got 80 fuel left. Boom. How many more of these we got? Just one more? No, 2 more. Earn 5 patches, earn 6 patches. We got 2 more of those to still knock out. We gotta knock out one more raid for the daily challenge, which we'll do like right now, obviously, with the hard version of copper, etc. Oh, I was looking to see when did I buy my triggers and at how much? So I want to say like one was like $390 or something like that. There's one at $395 and one at $367. See, $367 and $395 are the price of the two triggers that I got. And now they are going for like almost 500. Oh, whatever. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. I mean, it almost makes me want to sell them just because they were such, you know, the prices now are like $480 something or $490 or something like that. And it's just out of control. It's madness and mayhem and lunacy all together, wrapped up in one. We got some more double retro action going on. I'll get this. Flip! Woohoo! Woohoo! Alright. Boom, boom, boom. So happy Friday, everybody. I know Trader and I have already extended happy Friday greetings to one another, but there are other folks possibly online who are watching who may not have been a part of that. Just wanted to say it's time to get your Friday on, people. Get it on. Welcome to Friday on Secret Squirrel Games. I am your host, your gracious host, actually. I'll even throw that in there. I am your gracious host, Secret Squirrel. We're having ourselves some cross-out fun, doing raids right now. Hard raids for copper as a reward. For the weekly challenge of completing 10 hard raids with copper as the reward. For 500 engineer badges, which is always nice. It adds up. It adds up. Definitely. Oh. Thanks, man. Yeah, man. Let's get it. Ah, I hate his build. Blocks all my retro rounds. Oh, this guy's still here? Boom. Behind us, people. Here. Damn, dude. Alright, so let's get on over here. Alright, we got somebody spawning up in front. And right up here. In your face. Ah, that sucked. Ah, that really sucked. Got him. There we go. There we go. Nice. Very nice. Very nice. How is everybody doing today? Welcome to Friday. Secret Squirrel Games. This is Secret Squirrel here. Oh, yeah, I'm not doing that one. I'm just going to do an easy challenge now because I only got the 20 fuel left and I don't want to burn fuel, even though I did just buy some fuel, right? Didn't I buy fuel? Or what did I buy? No, I bought batteries. That's what I bought. I bought batteries. How much fuel do I have, though? I bought fuel the other day. I have 1,500 fuel. No. Maybe I'll go ahead and knock out another hard copper, whatever. Yeah, because let's think about it. Let me think about it. If I did normal with plastic the other day when we had the premium subscription. So I could do normal with copper as the reward for another 150 engineer badges over the course of the weekend, because that's at 40, that's 400, that's 2 days, that's Saturday and Sunday. So I could just knock out my 2 hard raids left for copper as the reward now for this 500, and then use the 200 fuel over the course of the weekend for Saturday and on Sunday to just go ahead and finish the normal rate of copper as the reward. Yeah, why not? Let's do that. Because, you know, I need copper so badly. And when I say that, I don't really need copper so badly. Yeah, I need to throw some fuel in there. Throw some fuel in there. No, I think I'm okay with copper. I've only got 33,000 copper, so I think I'm sitting okay currently with copper. But we'll see. We'll see what happens with this. Let's see what we can do. Hope everybody's having a good Friday and is looking forward to their weekend. Anybody got any big plans this weekend? Anything special going on? A special event or anything? A concert? Well, most places don't have those, really. Most places don't. I mean, some places do. Some places are allowed to do all that stuff still. I know Texas is opened up. Florida is opened up. I think South Carolina is fully opened up. I know that there are some other countries and stuff like that that are not, that are definitely still closed up, which is, you know, unfortunate. I feel bad for you guys. You know, some places have been closed practically the entire time ever since this whole thing started, which I really feel bad for you guys. Some places were closed and then opened and then closed again. Like England, I know, had that issue. But some places have been closed pretty much the whole time, which is just a horrible way to live. I mean, don't get me wrong, I can exist without going out that much. That's not an issue. But I guess it's different when you're not going out that much by choice, you know, or... But yeah, you know, it definitely is different when you're not going out that much by choice, because, like, just like we've all been there, where there's been a time period where maybe you're so low on funds you can't go out. So that sucks too, you know, because economic quarantine, basically, where you can't go anywhere because you can't afford it. Obviously that's different than not going out by choice, because you're not going out in situations like that, you know, because of circumstances. That always sucks, yeah. But it also sucks. I don't know. I don't know. I sometimes think it sucks more when you're not going out, whether it be by choice or circumstance, but you're like the only one not going out and everybody else is. That sucks. But when you're not going out, but nobody else is also able to go out, it kind of doesn't... I don't think that necessarily sucks as much, because you kind of think to yourself, well, I mean, nobody can, so it's not like you're missing out on great things that everybody else is taking part in. You don't have any of that, you know, it's nobody's, you know, enjoying things. There's nothing going on. Nice. I'd love to have a riding mower, you know, if I had... I mean, we've got an okay yard here. It wouldn't be enough that, you know, that it mandates a riding mower or anything like that, definitely. I mean, you could use one, I guess, but I don't like doing the yard in South Florida. It is just too hot and humid, so I never got into doing a yard down here at all. I'd rather just pay somebody else to go out there and walk around and sweat, you know? So I do. I paid it. It's just that I wish it were more like it was, you know, when I was a kid or something, and actually, like, neighborhood kids would come around and do the yard or something like that. I would rather that than pay somebody. Although, right now, I don't mind, you know, paying... like somebody who's doing it as a business, because with the quarantine, everybody could use some income, you know? So I don't feel that bad in that case. But a lot of times I would rather it just be a teenager or something like that trying to do their first, you know, their first job kind of thing. But you don't see that anymore. Nobody does that. Kids don't have that work ethic. They're not out there doing that. You know? They're inside doing the same thing I'm doing right now. You know? Just playing video games. That's what the kids are doing. So no, they're not. No, yeah, not happening with today's kids. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No, they're not. I don't know where. I mean, I know you're in Texas, so I guess it could still be happening there because kids are definitely different there than they are here. That's for sure. But no, they're not going door to door asking to mow the lawn or anything like that. That's not happening. You know, those days are gone. Yeah. All right. We got the boss action coming up here. Uh-oh. You need to get off my back, dude. You need to get off my front, dude. Alright, so here's where I turn around and show you my butt. Doing the wrong direction. There we go. Oh, screw that. Learn to drive and get a permit. Forget that. Now, on the flip side of that, though, I have a buddy who's like super... He's super, you know, overprotective parent type of thing, or whatever. Now, granted, in this day and age, I understand having a daughter is probably a bit of a nightmare, you know, because, you know, the whole world's out to get her. You know, it's horrible. It's terrible. But yeah, he's super overprotective parent. So even though she wanted a driver's license, even though, actually more to the point, even though she got her driver's license, and he also was a spoil his child kind of guy, even though she got her driver's license and he bought her a car for her 16th birthday, or 16th birthday? I think 16th birthday. Yeah, even though he bought her a car for that and everything, a brand new car, not a used car, a brand new car, because, you know, he wants to spoil his baby and all this stuff or whatever, which is whatever. I mean, he can do whatever he wants. I'm just saying I would never do that if I had kids, but that's what he did. I mean, I didn't have a car till I left the house and joined the military and got my own paychecks coming in that I could save, and bought myself a used car then, you know, but which made it awkward because I went to a well-to-do high school where all the other kids are driving like BMWs and stuff, and here I am riding my bike. You know? So it is what it is, but you know what? You definitely learn, you know, the value of money yourself and things like that. Yep. That's the way it works, you know. But yeah, my buddy, you know, he bought her a car for her 16th birthday, and then he wouldn't let her drive it. He still demanded to drive her everywhere. He didn't trust her with it. I'm like, well, then why did you do it? Why didn't you give her a used car? It would have been fine. It's still a car, you know. I mean, she's a teenager. She would have been very happy, and all her friends who didn't have cars would have still been very happy to have driven with her. I mean, don't make it necessarily something that they would be outright embarrassed by, but just a basic, something decent car would have been fine, and it would have saved you a lot of money, and I'm sure insurance. I'm sure the insurance for a 16-year-old girl is not cheap at all, you know? You know, for a brand new car, because, you know, the insurance company's thinking, well, we're going to end up having to write this whole thing off, basically, you know, when she totals it or something like that, not paying attention, texting as she drives, all that kind of stuff. But no, as it turns out, no, that's not the case at all. They didn't have to total anything because he never let her drive, you know, so it was quite some time. It wasn't until she was going off to college. She finally started to get to use the car a little bit, but she wasn't allowed to leave, like, a perimeter around the house, basically. It wasn't allowed to go farther than a certain distance and all this stuff, even though they lived, like, right by the highway. You know, she couldn't get on the highway and all this kind of stuff. And eventually it became, you know, like I said, he had to drive her everywhere. And then, and by had to, I mean, he made it that, oh my god, that was a perfect shot. The damn rocket missile launcher got me right in the ammo pack. Yeah. Oh well. Yeah. They hit right past the cabin, straight into the ammo pack, so. Oh well. I'll give them that one. Yeah. Which, I mean, if you look, all they have to do is miss my cabin to the side, to, you know, to the right side as they're facing it, just a little bit. Like, I mean, you can see the ammo packs right there behind the cabin. So if the shot goes right in there, then it is what it is. It's a bad day, boys. You know. Yeah, let's get there. Let's get there. Sorry, man. My apologies. I apologize. I'm sure nobody would get that reference. From like, if not my absolute favorite, at least one of my top 2 or 3 favorite TV shows ever. HBO show back in the day, back around 2002 or so, 2003, I think 2003. With Timothy Oliphant as the main character. Ian McShane was in it. He was the second main character, the main antagonist, I guess you could say. The great show. One of the best shows ever, I think. Don't let them destroy the truck. They're coming for the truck. Yeah, absolutely watched Justified. Yeah. But the show I'm referring to is Deadwood. Which was a fantastic show. But, unfortunately, it only lasted 2 seasons. Not because of ratings. Its ratings were fine. The writer wanted to do a different project, and HBO was loving him. They were willing to do whatever he wanted because the ratings were so great on Deadwood. So HBO was like, yeah, whatever you want to do. Well, the other project that he had in mind sucked. It was so terrible. Oh, it was bad. Which, I mean, I felt bad because of it, because I loved his writing in Deadwood, and I hated this other show. It was called John from Cincinnati, and it was a terrible show. It was super weird, and it was just not, it was not good. I mean, I feel bad for having spent time even giving it a chance, which of course I only gave because he wrote Deadwood so well. Deadwood was a fantastic. I don't know if you're into westerns or anything like that, but I'm not really into westerns per se, but Deadwood was awesome. Yeah, my girlfriend and I, we love Resident Alien. We were watching that too. Yep. It was pretty awesome. Alright, so that should finish off that weekly hard raids with copper as the reward challenge, right? Yes! Yes, it does! Nice! I'm gonna go ahead and knock out this real quick. I think that satisfies my badges requirement. Yep, I'm gonna knock this out real quick. Boom! Let's go get it. Just to replay it, because I could use the reputation for the code driver. That'll help that out. So tomorrow's plan, because tomorrow the daily challenge for me will be to craft any item on any workbench. I'm going to craft a new blueprint storage slot so that I have, obviously, a new blueprint storage slot, because I could use it, you know? And then, and it costs like 30 coins less to craft one than it does to buy one, you know? So, yes, please, is what I'm saying. I'll do that, save myself 30 coins, and it will be the daily challenge of craft any part on any workbench anyway. So I'll do that, and that'll get me my blueprints. Back it up. Kill that rot because of what it said about you. You know, and then come get this other. You missed. If he had turned to the right, he would have been fine, but he didn't. But yeah, Deadwood's a great show, man. It's a fantastic show. It takes place in the Black Hills, you know, in Dakota territory. It's got some actual, like, you know, some historical characters in it. It's got Wild Bill Hickok and the Calamity Jane and a few others in there. I want to say it's got the Earp brothers in there as well and stuff. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. It's a great show. All right, so you said you've never... Yeah, you said... Oh, you just said you might have to grab it on demand. Have you ever seen it or heard of it, at least, Trader? Okay, 3 season. All right. I thought it was... I was thinking 2, but I couldn't remember. You heard of it? Yes, okay. Well, they finally came out with, just like last year or the year before, they finally came out with a movie, basically, to wrap up stuff, because there were petitions, there was all kinds of stuff of people saying, you know, why did you cancel this show? It was greatness and all this stuff or whatever, and they wanted it to go back to it, because they never technically canceled the show. HBO didn't. What they did was they told, and it was so weird the way they went about it. They told all the staff, all the cast and the crew, that we're not canceling the show, but you're all free to do other projects as well. Basically, like it was on a hiatus, you know, and they weren't. And the concept being that they could theoretically come back to it, especially since it was so popular and all this stuff, right? Well, they didn't. They never went back to it, and people kept clamoring for it. And so finally, the more recent head of HBO acknowledged this, and he was a big fan of Deadwood himself. So he even was like, "People have asked for this. We know it. We're gonna finally, you know, do the right thing and at least come back and make a little 2-hour episode, a little movie of it, in order to wrap up some of the open-ended storylines that they just had left hanging by just kind of abandoning the show." Basically, that's the way to describe it. It's not that they canceled the show, it just became abandonware, you know? That's what it was, you know? They just abandoned it. And it was terrible. Everybody was so upset. I know I was. A lot of people were upset by, you know, seriously. Yeah, so they went ahead and did a two-hour episode specifically to wrap it up, because at least that would appease the fans who wanted something. You know, that's what they figured. But yeah, so they did that, and it was what it was, you know. The movie was meh. Yeah, I mean, it was okay. Obviously, it had been a long time, and that's the whole point. They did the movie as if it had been a long time. They did the movie. They acknowledged the time difference. I mean, the characters, they didn't make it quite the same amount of time that it's actually been, because it had been like 16 years since the last episode of Deadwood. But I don't think they made it 16 years later per se, but they did make it several years later, because the characters, the actors are all, you know, 16 years older. So there's a big difference, you know. But now. Yeah, so it was, but it was good. It was really good. The show itself was awesome. The way I describe the writing is like Shakespeare, but gutter vulgar. You know, I mean, it is extremely crude Shakespeare. They use the C word a lot. They use the F word a lot. All kinds of stuff. You know, now supposedly the writer David Millich, who was a big name writer. You know, he said that he had done a lot of research on, and this is a very like blue collar area in the Black Hills territories at the time. It was a lot of people looking for gold. It was miners and things like, and frontiersmen and stuff like that. It wasn't high society by any means. So so the language and stuff like that was very salty for a reason, you know. But he said he'd done a lot of research, and the people actually, that was pretty common speech, you know, at the time, you know. So, but it was the prose, you know, of it was very eloquent, despite the fact that they used a lot of vulgarity in amongst the wording. It wasn't simple speech. It was that's what I love about the script writing in that show, was they would have this almost flowery, eloquent way of saying something, but with some serious vulgarity in the middle, you know, in the language, like in the whatever statement that they made. But you would I mean, there were times where you literally have to like rewind it a couple of seconds and go, what did he just say? You know, and go, oh, I love the wording on that. The way he said it, you know, the hidden meanings of things and the eloquence of it all was very, very, very interesting. It was really cool. That's what I think I loved the most, honestly, was the script writing of that show. It was fantastic. You know who was in that? I think that might even be her first role. Was Kristen Bell was in Deadwood. Not as a main character or anything like that. She was only in a couple episodes, but it might have been her first role because she was like a teenager or something like that. You know, in it, she was really young. But yeah, it was an awesome show, man. There were several stars who passed through the show at various times. What else do I have? I don't think I have anything. I don't think I have any other requirements. Seasonal, daily, weeklies done. Regular dailies, special mission done. Knocked out a couple of weeklies. Yeah, after this, it's as long as my arm holds up, which so far it's been okay. I could just go mess around a little bit, I guess. I don't know. Let me see. I don't have anything that's really good for PvP. I need a better PvP build. So I've replaced on my energy build. I replaced the synthesizer that was up here with the Aurora that I just built. So at least there's that, which is also nice because its little, you know, bracketing here, the piping matches up real well with the rest of the build. So that's good. Still not sold on it though. You know, just not. I mean, I like the I don't know. I like the potential, I'll say. I'll say I like the potential of it. You know, let me see about that real quick. What is the deal with the Aurora exactly? Again, heats up parts and hit. Depending on the amount of accumulated heat they receive, they receive up to 100% more damage. So that's nice. What's going on, Janet O? Thanks for the subscription. Very nice. Oh, that's right. That subscription is I recognize that. That's the subscription indicator for somebody subscribing to the YouTube channel. And that alert just came in apparently. Yeah, I got the notification that she had subscribed to my YouTube channel the other, or I guess earlier today, perhaps. So anyway, so yeah, so accumulated, yeah, it's always nice. It's always nice, absolutely. My YouTube channel doesn't get near as much love. Not that this gets an amazing amount or anything like that on Twitch, but YouTube definitely does not get near as much attention or traffic. So... In fact, you know what? If you're going to catch up on any of the videos and stuff like that of you know, the Kenshi or anything like that, or Baldur's Gate or whatever, if you could, do me a favor, watch it on YouTube. Watch it on YouTube. It's over there. Watch it on YouTube. You know, I could use the traffic. You know. I mean, the only issue is that the videos are 24 hours removed, basically. So, like, yesterday's Kenshi stream, I got to make it public today. As soon as I log off of here, I'll go over there and make it public. You know what? I'll do it right now, in fact. I'm going to do it while we speak right here. What is he playing now? What is... Oh, he's playing Escape from Tarkov. Well, he is. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and... make that So if I go to YouTube right now and I look at boom, all I'm doing with that is making that public and done, switching that out. And setting that up and hitting save. Oh yeah, and then putting it in crossout gameplay from yesterday. Yesterday's crossout challenge, midweek challenges videos now on YouTube, and then this one will go public. Pick that thumbnail, put this on the Kenshi playlist, attach it to the Kenshi game, hit save, and now yesterday's Kenshi is public and on the Kenshi playlist as well. So all that's already taken care of. Those are there for you, for your perusal at your leisure. Boom. But yeah, my YouTube channel definitely needs more love. It needs more attention. I mean, I don't just mean from viewers. I mean from me as well. You know, I need to do something to bolster the YouTube. My YouTube game is not that good. You know, don't get me wrong. My Twitch game's actually not that horrible. It's just that it's hard to be discoverable on Twitch. There's no discoverability basically on Twitch. You know, I mean, unless somebody happens to look for the game that you're playing and then happens to watch your channel and then maybe likes what they see and then they go ahead and follow, okay, fine. But all they're searching for is the game that you're playing. They're not searching for, you know, and they have to know it already ahead of time. Whereas, like on YouTube, they could search for a category. Like you could Google, you know, a video on, you know, for crossout videos or whatever, and YouTube channels will come up. Twitch channels won't, for example, is what I'm saying. So if you wanted to see live play of Crossout because you were thinking about buying it, or you wanted to see, you know, some tutorial about Crossout, you know, and you wanted to see how to do this or how to do that or whatever, well, that's not going to come up. Twitch channel is not going to come up. You know, even if you're doing a full-time tutorial, it's not going to come up as an option. It's not even going to come up as a you know, a response or whatever in Google at all. But if you do it, you know, if you put that same video on YouTube, well, then that comes up as a response, you know, as a search result. And so there's discoverability on YouTube, but my YouTube game isn't very good. It's not the best. I mean, I try. I used to try to put a lot of effort into editing and all this stuff or whatever, but man, it just it drains you. It takes a lot out of you, you know. It just takes a lot out of you to try to put so much effort into, you know, having the background music right and having the, you know, all the, you know, just everything being edited right and everything. It's harder. So I was trying to, you know, make it easier where I just live stream and then just send it over there. Yeah, it absolutely is a full-time job. You know, I would live stream, and that's why I have like those opening slides and things like that, basically, because it translates to my YouTube video pretty decently. But it's at the end of the day, it's not a scripted thing. It's just a live stream. So just recorded. It's the same thing as watching it on Twitch, obviously. But I still try to do my live stream pretty professionally, as much as possible for the most part. I'm still learning aspects of it, you know, but you know, it's there, you know, it does its thing. I try to do it, like I said, pretty professionally. I don't know if I'm pulling it off most of the time, but who knows? I think that it looks pretty decent from the front, right? It looks pretty good. It'd be better if I had another trigger up front, I think, instead of that Gravistar. But I'm just not gonna pay. Like I said, I showed in my history, I was paid $360 something and $390 something, you know, and you look at, you know, the prices now, and they're $485. That's crazy. That's crazy. I just gotta say, I mean, people are offering up to $445, and that's even crazy. You know? More damage. The other thing did more damage. I mean, it doesn't matter. I could go back to them. They look pretty cool too. You know, it's not that it really matters that much. It's mainly just, I guess, for looks. So yeah, I guess I could just go back to them. It did have a neat look with the fists on there instead of just the spikes. You know. Yeah, the decor value, the menace value of it, you know, might make it worth it. Not that bots are getting intimidated by it or anything, but it did look kind of cool. Yeah. Spiked knuckles. The spiked one that I just had on there. Yeah, I think it blends in better, but that does look kind of cool still. But I think the spiked knuckles one did blend in better. This one, the frontal protection system. And it does considerably more damage. I mean, look at that. It's twice as much damage. Full 5 notches instead of 2.5. You know, so... And with the way so much of the other stuff is rounded, and that's kind of, you know, that's rounded in the front and everything too, with the way all the curves on the corners and edges are rounded on this thing. That's rounded, so kind of goes with the motif a little better, I guess. But like from back here, especially lower, you don't necessarily even notice that there's something there per se. It just looks like it's part of that. It doesn't stand out as anything different. You know, the with the color pattern and everything, it just looks like it blends right in. You know. But yeah, I think it's all right though. For me, that's not bad at all. That's not. I mean, granted, you know, I used a lot of the same types of parts, so that helps make it, you know, look more, you know, appropriate or whatever, more like they go together, because they do, you know. But even so, ow, scratch. All right. Anyway, all right, well, I'm done with my challenges for today, so I think I'm going to go ahead and call it. We're just under 2 hours. I think I'm going to go ahead and call it for this. I might get on with little Kinshi in a little bit. I'm going to see. My girlfriend just got home from work, but I know she didn't get much sleep last night, so she might just be asleep, in which case I'll get on with Kinshi, you know. But I'll see. We've got a thing going on. They've got a whole assault that came to the city, but we went over to the way station instead. It was a lot. It was a lot of folks. It was a lot of samurai. And Sego was hidden nearby just so I could watch, you know, and they ran around the city and then they left. But the tax man's coming again in, I don't know, less than a day or something like that. And it's going to start the whole process over again. Unless you know, because I'm not going to pay him. I'm not going to pay him 6,000 or 8,000 cats or whatever it was, 6,000 cats or whatever. Not doing it. And I don't even know what the additional cost will be. Yes, they go to ransack the city, but the thing is, we don't have anything in there. I mean, we had very few supplies in. We've got some raw materials in storage, but they're not looking for that stuff or whatever. But yeah, if there's people in the town, then they go ransacking the city. They go running around and they'll attack everybody in the city, basically. It's more about people. And it wouldn't even trigger the event, because I had everybody over in the way station instead, and so it wouldn't trigger the event. It just kept changing the amount of time before it would trigger the event. You know, it would say, oh, in 2 hours, in 1 hour, in 20 minutes, and all this kind of stuff or whatever. And then when it got to the deadline, it would go in 8 hours or whatever it is. And I'm like, what? It's not triggering. That's because nobody was in the city. So I ran Sego back over there to get some raw materials. And then while he was there, it said, okay, now they're being dispatched, basically, and they're on the way. So the samurai were coming from the nearest city and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, cool. So I had Sego hide, you know, right outside the city, so he wouldn't get caught in the city or anything. But it was still counted as, like, within the city, you know, within the city, like the footprint of the city on the map. So it qualifies as still, you know, triggering it. So the event, they came to the gate, and well, no, it's not gonna. It does the same thing. It doesn't end the event. What ends the event is the assault force runs through the city, and they ransack and they look for anybody to fight and kill, basically, or whatever. But they're only, if they don't find anything, they run around for, I don't know, a couple of hours or whatever, and then eventually it just says assault ended or whatever, and then you see them all start to form back up, and they all march back home. They all go back to their city. Well, now it's replaced on the event, like, timeline with Taxman's gonna come in a couple of, you know, in 20 hours or whatever it is. Okay, well, when the Taxman comes again, he's gonna demand the taxes plus a fee, you know, and all this stuff again. And if we refuse it again, then the tax evasion enforcement will come again. And if we do anything with them, like we did last time where we just slaughtered them, then they'll send another assault. If we avoid them, then it'll say that the tax evasion enforcement ends, and they'll go back to the city, and the taxman will come again 24 hours. It'll never end until you either pay, in which case it's not going to end anyway, because he's going to come once a week and get that payment, and get that. Of course, the payment will be 3,000 cats then, not 6,000. Or you either pay, or you or you fight them, and then eventually they're going to keep sending assaults after you unless you go do something about it. So that's why I picked down in the southwest corner of the map, because I want to take out these 2 cities that are part of the United Cities here. Because once we take out those 2 cities and we make them vassal cities and they're no longer under the control of the United Cities, then when the United Cities, who still is going to want to send a taxman and an assault force after us, they're going to have to send them from the northeast part of the map all the way across the map. Very dangerous territory to us, and they'll probably never make it to us. And they'll just keep dispatching them, and they'll probably never make it to us because they'll probably get killed along the way. And then we won't have to worry about it, you know? So, yeah, it's going to be a pain in the ass until we wipe them out. But that's, you know, that's part of the plan anyway, in a way, is we knew we were going to make enemies in the United Cities. And that's been the plan, you know? There's no way to topple them without doing it. So that's what we're going to do. But anyway, yeah, so I'm going to be done with the crossout stream for right now. I'm going to go ahead and end this, and I'll check on my girlfriend or whatever, and if everything's copacetic over here and she's taking a nap or something like that, then I'll get back on and do some Kenshi in about, I don't know, 15 minutes, something like that, maybe 10, 15 minutes, probably, to check on that and get it all set up. If I'm not on in 10 or 15 minutes, that means, you know, she's up and around and we're doing stuff and whatever. But thanks again for tuning in, as always. I am Secret Squirrel. Thank you for tuning in to Secret Squirrel Games. If you have not followed this channel yet and you want to catch me next time I go live with this game or any other, like, for example, Kenshi, the game we were just talking about, or Baldur's Gate 3, the game I was talking about earlier, and all this stuff, or any other game that I may start streaming anytime soon or anything like that. If you want to catch any of those when they're live, make sure you hit follow here on the twitch.tv/Secret Squirrel Games channel. I would very much appreciate it. It helps me out. And then also, if you are watching this later after the fact on YouTube, or which most people aren't, but but if you are, then make sure you hit like and subscribe over there on a video. That would be great too. Anything that you see here on Twitch TV is going to be available also on YouTube, which is also Secret Squirrel Games, and it also has this same logo right here that's on the right-hand side of your screen. And I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great weekend if I don't see you later. But if I do, then obviously I'll see you in just a little while with some Kenshi. And talk to you guys later. Thanks for tuning in. As always, your viewership is very much appreciated. Thank you.